Hey guys, Joe. I'm noticing that almost nobody seems to understand what's going on with the interest rate thing and with why Trump is pushing so hard for the Fed to lower interest rates. People think, oh, he's trying to pump the economy, he's trying to this, trying to that, and they're not understanding. So I'm going to give you a very basic version of what's going on because it's weird to people who aren't familiar with the international money stuff. So I'll keep it simple. Our central bank rates have gotten out of whack with the central bank rates of other major companies or countries, like the European countries or Japan or major places like that. Ours are significantly higher than theirs. And what happens when you get too much disparity in your central bank rates is the big players who have arranged things so that they can borrow money directly from central banks of other countries. They set up phony banks and they use a variety of methods. Guys like Soros or Bill Gates or something, the super rich, this is what they do. They'll go to, say, Japan and borrow $10 billion from Japan's central banking system using some assets of theirs as collateral. And then they'll take that $10 billion, they'll buy dollars, they'll sell yen, buy dollars, move it to the U.S., and then deposit it. And then they collect, or buy U.S. bonds or whatever, and then they collect the difference in that interest rate. If you've got zero interest, if you're paying zero interest to borrow $10 billion in country X, and you're getting even 1.5% interest in the U.S., that means for every $1 billion you do that with, you get $15 million a year for doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? And that 1.5% or so, that difference, accumulates. What do you do with it? You buy up assets, and things like that. So the rich get richer, and these arbitrage guys get, make money for doing nothing because of the disparity in the rates. Now they have taxes and they have some expenses in doing all this. So if the rates are closer, they don't do it because they won't make much money. But our rates are getting too far apart. The other thing that this does is, in order to do this, they need what? They need dollars. So they sell whatever foreign currency, euros or yen or whatever, and they buy US dollars, and that makes the US dollar too strong compared to these other currencies, which means our exports are very expensive to people trying to buy them in these other countries, whereas their exports are very cheap to American buyers. Do you see? So it makes the dollar too strong. So what Trump is trying to do is get the Fed to get our interest rates in closer parity with foreign rates. How low are foreign rates? In many countries, they are negative. They actually pay people like Soros and stuff to take the money. I'm not kidding you. Look into it. This is the way it works. To give you an example of just how negative it can get, in Denmark, if you go to take out a mortgage, your interest rate is negative 0.5%. The bank fucking pays you. I'm not kidding. Now the bank makes its money, the banks are just shuffling money between their central bank and you. Okay? They're just acting as a middleman anymore. The old thing of the bank takes in the deposits and then they loan out those deposits and make a difference in the interest rates, those days are gone. That's not what banks do anymore. So now the banks make their profit on the fees, on the loan fees and things like that, the upfront fees. So they're just marketing the thing. The real money is coming directly from their central bank to you, the home buyer. Okay? So negative 0.5%. So guys like Soros and stuff can borrow money, get paid to borrow the money, and then deposit it here and sap off interest from us, slowly but surely gobbling up everything and driving, making it hard for American manufacturing to compete. So that's what's going on. It's good to have a strong dollar to a certain degree. You want the best piece of junk in the pile. okay? But you don't want to have a true treasure in a pile of junk, because the other people will suck you dry. That's what's going on. I hope that makes sense to you. It's a little crazy, I know, but it is the modern world of economics, and that's why, despite the fact that the economy is going strong, we need to lower our interest rates. I'm out.